Hello everyone. Allow me to take this opportunity and welcome you to my channel and welcome you back from such a successful weekend. I congratulate all the winners right from Friday through to Sunday. The main reason for making this video is to provide the results per football game, how teams performed, and provide reasons why some predictions did not turn out as initially predicted. This weekend I provided 38 football games with 15 games on Friday, 15 games on Saturday, and 8 games on Sunday. There were a total of 71 predictions across these 38 games, and here is the breakdown. First are results by football game. 28 games had all predictions correct, making up 73.7%, and these games are indicated by a green color as we shall see later. 6 games are indicated by the orange color, making up 15.8% as games that had some predictions right and others wrong. Only 4 games didn't have any prediction correct, making up 10.5% and are indicated by red color. Second are results by predictions. There were a total of 71 predictions across these 38 games. 57 predictions were correct, making up 80.3%. 14 predictions didn't turn out as expected, making up 19.7%. Here are the results per game, and I will start with Friday where we had 15 games. We had 28 predictions across the 15 games. 20 predictions, 71.4%, turned out as expected. 8 predictions, 29.6%, didn't turn out as expected. Game 1, Senegal v Sudan. In this game, our prediction was a full time over 1.5 goals, which was delivered well by Senegal since it scored 2 goals. Game 2, Switzerland vs Kosovo. In this one, we also predicted a full time over 1.5 goals, but as you can see, the game had 4 goals scored. Game 3, Slovenia vs Sweden. This was a very interesting game that ended in a 2-2 draw, but one main interest was that Sweden gets a goal and it doesn't lose the game. Game 4, Montenegro vs Czechia. This was a very challenging game because we needed it to have more than 1 goal scored. We were glad that Czechia got an early goal. It also got another goal midway through the game, but the goal was disallowed. But thanks to a late goal from Czechia, our prediction of over 1.5 goals was secured. Game 5, Ukraine vs France. This was really a hard game because both of these teams kept on missing chances, but thanks to second-half goals from France, our prediction turned out as expected. Game 6, Denmark vs Scotland. Now this game disappointed me a lot because based on these teams' performances in the previous games, I expected them to score goals, but unfortunately, the result didn't turn out as expected. Game 7, Faroe Islands vs Croatia. Now, this was another disappointing game. Even though Croatia won the game as predicted, I had expected them to score more than once. Game 8, Brazil vs Chile. In this game, Brazil didn't disappoint because it got the win as expected and also scored more than once. Game 9, Argentina vs Venezuela. Still as expected from Argentina, they managed to secure the win and also scored more than once. Game 10, SM Caen vs Dijon FCO. This game also didn't produce the expected result because based on both teams' current form, I expected them to score goals. Game 11, Paris 13 Atletico vs Sochaux Montpellier. As you can see, this game delivered beyond what was predicted with Sochaux producing a comfortable win. Game 12, Wexford FC vs Dundalk FC. So this game is in orange because I had predicted Dundalk to win, which didn't turn out as predicted, and I also expected this game to have more than 1 goal, but it ended in a 0-0 draw. However, I also suggested that Dundalk would not lose the game, which turned out as so. Game 13, Kerry FC vs Cobb Ramblers. It's yet another game in green because it produced the expected result that satisfied all our predictions. Game 14, Longford Town FC vs Finn Harps FC. For this game, I provided 3 predictions, and am glad that the full-time result satisfied all these expected outcomes. Game 15, Treaty United vs University College Dublin. This game sums up our Friday prediction results. As you can see, The game didn't produce the expected result because UC Dublin lost the game because they got a red card in the 76th minute and Treaty United got a very late goal that came in the 97th minute to win the game. So that was it for Friday, and I'm sorry for the shortcomings that came as a result of some predictions not turning out as expected. I urge you people to always interact with me in my comment section to also give suggestions on how we can improve, because at the end of the day, my aim is to ensure that you benefit from what I offer you. Now moving on to Saturday. I also provided 15 games as I earlier stated, and here is the summary of the results. I provided 30 predictions across these 15 games. 27 predictions, 90%, were correct predictions. Only 3 predictions, 10%, didn't turn out as expected. Game 1, Bangor FC vs Larne FC. In this game I gave 4 predictions, and am glad that the full-time result satisfied all these expected outcomes. Game 2, Dundela FC vs Annig United. In this game, Annig United got a comfortable win as you can see, and the result satisfied all our expected outcomes. Game 3, Ishaj If vs Venceslas FF. Now, for this game I gave 3 predictions of which the full-time result satisfied 2/3 of the expected outcomes. That's the reason why I color-coded it orange, because it didn't make the over 1.5 goals prediction. Game 4, HIK Hellerup vs Thisted FC. This game produced more than 1 goal as you can see, which made our prediction correct. Game 5, FC Roskilde vs Skyvik. In this game I provided 4 predictions and 3 predictions are correct. The reason why it's orange is because Roskilde didn't win the game. Game 6, Seongnam Iowa vs Anson Greeners. As you can see, for this game I provided 4 predictions and all the predictions turned out as expected because Seongnam got a comfortable 4-0 win. Game 7, Torquay United vs Slough Town. The full-time results were over 5.5 goals, and we only needed 1.5 goals for this game. Game 8, Chippenham Town vs Hampton and Richmond. For this game we only needed Hampton to score a goal, which it did as you can see from the full-time result. Game 9, Enfield Town vs Weston-super-Mare. In this game I predicted Weston to avoid a loss double chance as it even won the game. Game 10, Maidenhead United vs Chelmsford City. In this one we needed a full-time result of more than 1 goal and 3 goals were scored, therefore our prediction was correct. Game 11, Southport FC vs South Shields. This game is in orange because I provided 2 predictions for it, and only one of the 2 is correct. I expected the game to have more than 1 goal, but it ended 0-0. However, this can also be because South Shields missed a penalty in the 39th minute. Game 12, Chester FC vs Scarborough. For this game we needed Scarborough to score a goal and the game to end with more than 1 goal scored, and as you can see, the result satisfies the expected outcomes. Game 13, Barrow AFC vs Swindon Town. The predictions were that Swindon avoids a loss and scores 1 goal, and as you can see the results, all these expected outcomes were satisfied. Game 14, Newport County vs Bristol Rovers. In this game we needed Bristol to avoid a loss, and as you can see it won the game, hence a correct prediction. Game 15, Armenia vs Portugal. This was our final Saturday game predicted, and we needed Portugal to score 2 goals, but as you can see the full-time result, they were able to score 5 goals. I therefore congratulate all those that used my Saturday predictions, because I am 100% sure that you were able to win money. Now moving on to our Sunday predictions results. I provided 13 predictions across 8 games. 10 predictions, 77%, were correct predictions. 3 predictions, 23%, didn't turn out as expected. Game 1, Turkey vs Spain. In this game we needed 2 goals at full time, but the game had 6 goals scored. Game 2, SK Rotor Volgograd vs FC SKA Khabarovsk. In this game we needed Rotor to score 1 goal and avoid losing, and the result shows that it managed to win the game, therefore both our predictions were correct. Game 3, FC Kazan vs Torpedo Moscow. Same as the previous game, we needed Kazem to avoid losing and also scored 1 goal, and I'm glad that the result satisfies both predictions. Game 4, Cultural Leonessa vs CD Leggings. In this game, we needed leggings to avoid a loss, and as you can see, the result provided what we expected as the game ended 0-0. Game 5, AD Ceuta vs D Husa. Now, this game didn't turn out as expected as Husa lost the game, but this was because Ceuta scored an early goal and at 51 minutes Husa got a red card. Husa managed to come back to level in the 85th minute, but Ceuta got the winner 3 minutes later in the 88th. Game 6, Gimpo FC vs Chonan City FC. For this game, I provided 3 predictions, 2 of them turned out correct, but I had not expected Gimpo to lose the game. Game 7, Kashiwa Reysol vs Yokohama FM. I gave 2 predictions for this game. That was for Kashiwa not to lose and the game having more than 1 goal. One prediction turned out as expected, but the game only had 1 goal. I can say that this was because Yokohama scored first, but their goal was later cancelled out. Game 8, Sanfrecce Hiroshima vs Shonan Bellmare. At full time, we needed this goal to have more than 1 goal, but I am glad that the game had 5 goals scored. So this sums up our weekend predictions. I thank you for the patience you've had to follow up to this point. The main reason I have compiled this video is not to waste you time, but to show you how we performed this weekend. I strongly believe these predictions were helpful to all of you, and I request you to subscribe to my channel for more coming throughout the week. I have already provided some predictions for today, and you can look through my videos to find out more.